Hello again from the Netherlands. Today I'm going to tell you something about my guilty pleasure fragrance, and that is Joop. I have two bottles. I tell you why I have two bottles of the original Joop. I have also a lot of flankers, but those two Joops I have in my collection, and Joop is actually a guilty pleasure fragrance of mine. I wore a lot of them in the beginning of the 90s and maybe at the end of the 80s. These Joop fragrances are actually a little bit old school, very syrupy, and a lot of people say they're not strong enough anymore, and but they are still selling. I see in our Dutch drugstore Kruidvat every week they have an offer of it, and that since years. So I think they have lots of rest stock of this fragrance, and of course this has been several times reformulated and it's not as strong anymore as it was in the past. I have one vintage fragrance, and that is the Joop. I think it's somewhere from the 90s, and it has this sign on it, and with this sign, these are the old batches, and this is actually a very strong and potent fragrance. If you spray this, you only need 3 or 4 sprays. Do you spray more, you fill a whole room. I will spray it on my left arm because I want to compare it with a newer one. It's still very good. I store it in on a very cold place and dark place. So it's here I get really this old school Joop vibe from the 90s, and I have only a 50 ml bottle, or 75 ml it is, and it is from Lancaster. This is the old batch. Then there is an actual batch which you can get everywhere in the stores. I don't have that because it was watered down, and I thought the original had enough with that. But then I saw this bottle, this one. It's called Joop Neon, and Joop Neon is in this bottle. It has a different color. You see, it's more blue, and also the bottle is blue. And now the question is, are there differences with the normal Joop Homme, and must you have this in your collection if you already have the normal Joop Homme? I can tell you, you don't have to buy this one if you want a very other fragrance, because I think it's 90 till 95% similar with the normal Joop, this Joop Neon. But for the bottle, and if you are a collector, this is a very nice bottle with, as I said, with those dark blue letters, and then you here get this blue shining glass. So I will put this on my right arm. Actually, there are not many differences. This is of course stronger, but I have, yesterday I think I smelled the original Joop here in our drugstore, and I think the only difference you get is that in this Neon Joop, the white flowers are a little bit toned down, and these are replaced with a little bit more smooth honey. It's a little bit a smoother fragrance, but I think it's 90 till 95% similar to the original. And it can maybe, if this maturates longer, then it can be that it's completely similar to the original. So this neon one, I think I paid 23 euros for 100 milliliter. This neon one, you should only buy if you want this to have this nice bottle, because it's not worth buy this one and expecting something completely different. So that's if you can get the original bottle. Sometimes they offer them on Vinted in sets. So then you have also a shower gel. I also bought it together with a shower gel. And you see there's also a difference in color. This original is stronger. Is it? I think this is more wearable. This new one is more wearable for the modern man. This has a more old school touch, the vintage one. So you don't have to buy a new bottle, but if you collect these Joop bottles, and I'm a collector, you want to have this very nice blue bottle with a blue shining glass and blue letters, then and a blue logo, then you should buy this. Otherwise you can the normal Joop Homme is enough. And I know a lot of people, of course, who hate this stuff, but I like it. As I said, it's a guilty pleasure, and I'm going to wear this newer one as scent of the day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sprays, and I fill my whole living room. But yes, as I said, guilty pleasure. So I hope you like my video. Leave your comments in, if you are on YouTube, leave your comments and follow me. I know, I accept if there are people who are hating this fragrance, but I love it, and it's not a question of taste. I know that there are a lot of fragrances which smell much better, but this is a guilty pleasure. It reminds me of the past, and that's it actually. So I hope you like this video. Follow, subscribe, and give your comments on YouTube. And I hope to see you soon for another fragrance review. I wish you a nice Sunday. Bye bye.